And welcome
to another Justice video.
I am so excited today because me and Katie are going to react to the new Percy Jackson and the Olympians teaser trailer.
Yes, I'm excited to see how this one's gonna look like.
Yeah, I mean the trailer kind of came out of nowhere for me too. I
didn't even know it happened.
Yeah, I mean honestly the last I actually heard of this was I was like scrolling in Facebook like months ago and I saw they were doing like a casting call like come up on.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and it said for Percy Jackson and I was like, oh my god, yes, like they're gonna do something new, which, you know, thankfully they are, because what you brought up when you got here today,
those movies they made, like, because growing up, we were massive fans of the books. We loved those books. Like the whole Reardon verse is phenomenal. I love it. And they made those freaking movies and it was like, what did they do to Percy Jackson?
Yeah, like the movies felt like very rushed. It almost felt like a Nickelodeon or Disney like channel movie.
Yeah, like a made for TV.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean the casting was pretty good, but they were way too old too, in my opinion, like to play these characters.
Because they're supposed to be what, 12 in the first book?
I believe so. Yeah. I really was hoping they would have taken more of like a Harry Potter approach, where they picked a young cast that would grow with the series, and immediately when that first movie came out and it was so different and the cast was old, it was like, oh, they're not gonna do the whole Harry Potter thing. This is gonna be quick. Like
it almost felt like they weren't taking it as seriously as they did, like compared to like how seriously they seemed to take Harry Potter and getting that right.
Yeah, you
like,
really felt that.
They didn't seem to care.
Yeah, but like you said, you know, it's been a long time since we've actually read these books. We were big fans of it, but that was like back in like junior high. That was a long time ago. So, you know, I don't remember all the details and pieces of this, but, you know, since we got here, we've mentioned a couple things. It keeps sparking in my mind. I saw the thumbnail. They're wearing like their orange shirt, the
Camp Half-Blood shirt.
The Camp Half-Blood shirt. So that already has me excited. I'm excited to see who's playing Percy, Annabeth, and Grover, our main cast. And I really hope that, you know, since this is going to be a series, that they can go a little bit deeper, you know, and maybe
might have some better pacing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, you know, they'll be able to fit more of those details, you know, that they clearly missed when they tried to put these into movies before.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But without further ado, I say we jump into this and see what we got here.
All right, let's hit it.
Look, I didn't want to be a half-blood. Being a half-blood is dangerous. It's scary. Most of the time, it gets you killed. If you think you might be one of us, my advice is turn away while you still can. Believe whatever lie your mom or dad told you about your birth. Try to live a normal life.
Oh my god.
Because once you know what you are, they'll sense it too. And they'll come for you.
Was that the Poseidon cabin? Oh my god.
That looks really good.
Oh, that was just the perfect little bite-sized piece we needed to get excited about this.
Definitely.
I mean, it was very little, don't get me wrong. If you don't know, like, Percy Jackson very well, you might be like, oh, what's this? But if you know Percy Jackson, there was some hot little details in there.
Yeah, and right off the bat, the first thing I have to say is, like, just visually speaking, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Like, just the visuals of it themselves, like, they seem to be, like, they care a lot about it a lot more than when they try to do those freaking movies.
Yeah, the tone definitely seems a little bit darker, which I appreciate. And, you know, right away, too, what I was thinking is, I love the way he's talking to the audience, and, like, if you ever feel like you might be one of us, like, that whole rhetoric, like, that's, like, that brings me back. Because that's one of the things I loved about this. You know, it's kind of, you know, one of the things that's cool about Harry Potter, but what I think this series hits even a little bit harder is when you feel like an outcast, like things are wrong with you, like you don't fully belong. It's stories like this that make you feel like, man, maybe this all means something, you know, and that magical feeling that stories like this bring. Man, that's one thing that I was really getting through that trailer, just the way he was talking to the audience, you know.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because like if you think about the difference like with the books between Percy Jackson and Harry Potter, is Percy Jackson like I believe Harry Potter, it was third person point of view, but Percy Jackson, it was always first person. It was from the perspective of Percy.
Yes.
And so it just that self-narration of it really like it ties back into that really well.
Without me even remembering or realizing, that's probably why it pulled me back into that world again so easily, because the way he was talking to us, my subconscious was like, yo, this is how the story was told.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, so right away too, I mean, I think I even called them houses at first because used to Harry Potter, but I think we saw some cabins. Some important like cabins right away.
And capture the flag.
Okay, look, here's those cabins.
Yeah.
So I can't really tell who's or who's right now because the symbols for their parents aren't super
visible.
Yeah, and they're just not super obvious to me without doing any Greek research at the moment. But one thing I did notice is as he's walking past everyone, he's walking up to a blue looking cabin, and that symbol totally looks like the top of a trident. So that's
100%.
gotta be the Poseidon cabin.
For a second I thought it was the big house, because remember the big house is always described as being big and blue. But like
this is small though.
When I saw this is small, and looking at the symbol, it definitely seems like the trident. So.
Yeah, and something you mentioned is this looks like not even looks like totally, they're playing Capture the Flag. I think we were very much, I mean, it's all starting to come back to me. I think we were very much put in the moment where he finds out that Poseidon claimed him.
Yes, with the symbol.
Yes, exactly. Because I think it happens right after the Capture the Flag situation. And so Poseidon's like, boom, this is my blood. And then I think everyone's probably staring at him as he like grabs his stuff and heads to the cabin, realizing that he is, everyone realizing that he is one of the sons of the big three.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal in this too.
Because he was wasn't he the first confirmed son? No, because Thalia. They knew about Thalia first.
Yes, there definitely is a dark reason of why the big three don't have kids anymore, or they're not supposed to procreate with humans, rather.
Yeah.
So, oh man, this looks so exciting.
It does. And they even have the necklaces for the beads for like how many years they've been there.
So his would be empty right there, right?
Yup.
Can you see that? Yeah. Yep. Got Harry Potter's owl.
Hedwig. Rip.
Oh man, look at, they're all wearing their uniforms, their camp t-shirts with their armor. Yeah. And I think there was like the red team versus the blue team with the feathers on the top or whatever. And I love how they kind of got like their modern day like jeans and glasses, but like mixed in with like the medieval looking like Spartan like armor.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. It's like, that's one of the things I loved about this series is how the term I believe is like anachronistic, where it's a mismatch of like two different time periods sort of playing with each other. So you have the modern clothing and stuff like that and attitudes, but then you have like some of the ancient equipment.
Wait, so is this Annabeth?
That might be Annabeth,
because she's kind of coming off as like the other person that was in this fight, right?
Yeah,
and this is probably maybe her cabin behind her, or maybe just her team, I guess. So we got a little glimpse of Annabeth.
Possibly.
We got some dialogue from Percy and a good little view of him. Now we got to get Grover in the next trailer.
Yes. Because I gotta say, Grover was one of the castings in the older movies. Like, they picked a great Grover.
Yeah. Wait a second. I didn't really read any of these signs. So stables.
Yeah, for the Pegasi and stuff.
Archery.
Camp
Do you
cabins.
like how the Greek letters? Okay, I like that.
There.
Yeah. It's like written in English, but it's using Greek letters. That's fun. That's fun. That reminds me of what we used to do, like literally back when we were reading this series, we learned the entire Greek alphabet, and when we would like write notes or pass notes to each other, we would literally like write English words but with Greek lettering. Yeah. Oh yeah, we are nerds.
Oh yeah,
that's him taking the necklace out of the bag. Love the Vans.
And so that is probably Athena checking stuff out, because remember that was always a thing in the books. Was like, because I know the symbol of Athena in general is owls because of wisdom, but I'm pretty sure there was a few times where it's like she was using an owl to keep an eye on things and stuff.
Yes, there you go. See, I'm telling you, this little teaser had all kinds of little Easter eggs in it, and I'm sure there's still so much more too that we haven't found or noticed yet. But so I'm so excited, to let the internet have a go at this.
Yeah.
And find all the crazy fun little things, and then oh man, I can't wait for a full-on trailer. Well, all I can say is this series looks really good. I mean, I don't want to, put my hopes too high, just because, sometimes things can get lost in translation from book to TV show, even though
from
they...
Greek to English.
Even though they do have more time to play with, it is Disney at the end of the day. This wasn't their original content, so,
Yeah.
Who knows how this is going to come out. But I really like the tone that we're getting through this little teaser so far. I think it was so cool for them to play this kind of little clip, the end of the capture the flag scenario with him walking to his cabin right after Poseidon claimed him in front of everyone. It's such a big deal. So to the fans, that was a big deal that they, put that out there for the trailer. Really cool, I think. Really smart.
Something that is sort of getting my hopes up a little bit about this series is, from what I've heard, Rick Riordan is actually, he's like a lot more involved in this one than like compared to the movies. I think with the movies it was almost like an Avatar Netflix situation where he was on board at first and he was like, nah, I'm out. I can't watch them do this to my work.
They just chopped it up. So I mean, this looks pretty good. I'm excited and eager to see what more comes out and what all of you have to say. So definitely comment down below your thoughts and theories about this. Do you like the tone? Do you like what you see so far? Do you think it's going to go in a good direction? What do you think of the casting? Are you happy that it's going to be in a show format as opposed to movies? Because although Harry Potter wasn't perfect, it did come off okay in movies. The movies are very popular. Do you think they're going to have a lot more room to play with it because it is going to be a TV show? Let us know your thoughts and theories down below.
And on that note, check us out on Facebook at Justice Band Music and on Twitter and Instagram at Justice Band.
Yeah, and don't forget to check out our merch store at justiceband.com. We got some shirts, some stickers. We'd really love for you to check it out. And stay tuned because we have lots of content coming down the pipeline. We have a new single coming out soon as well, so we're very excited to put it all out there. So don't forget to subscribe. I'm not gonna do the whole normal bells notifications. I can't do it. I can't do it. So don't forget to subscribe to be part of the Justice family and get all those notifications. I hope everyone out there has an excellent week, and until next time,
catch you on the flip.